Welcome back, guys, in the year of 2021. Happy New Year's, everybody. It's January 2nd, 2021.
January 1st.
Oh, it's going to upload tomorrow, so it's January 2nd.
Oh,
Now you just ruined it, Yamo.
I didn't ruin it. You ruined it, man.
And, bro, it's been a while since we record. We haven't recorded since last year.
Ha, 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 ha.
Okay, we got Guts and Yamo, no Austin for today, but let's get it started right here. So first thing, I'm going to ask you guys for your New Year's resolutions. Yamo, you got your New Year's resolution?
New Year's resolution is just to get big. I walk into school. I'm already a stick. How can I be 6 foot and 130 pounds? I need to get some body mass, in any form.
I haven't thought about this at all, like a New Year's resolution or anything. I'm just already perfect. Like, it's hard to think of anything. Don't really have any shortcomings.
Beat Yamo in the playoffs. That should be your New Year's resolution.
Oh my gosh, win a Super Bowl. Win a Super Bowl in the Madden League. I feel like we need like weekly updates on like how the Madden League's going. But not this week. We can't forget about the week that we just did.
Oh, I
lost to Andrew. I don't know how, but I did.
I don't want to.
Let me just say this on here. Okay, I lost to Yamo by 2 points. He hit a field goal with 30 seconds left or whatever. But I started the game out terribly. I was down 16-0, and he won 19-17 or something like that. So, okay, congratulations, Yamo. You beat me.
Twice this season.
Not the season sweep.
Twice this season.
Then I have to play another game right after. I have to play Meyer in the next game, and I go down like it was like 21-3. I think it was 21-3. I made it 21-10, and then I have ball back again, and I'm driving, and I throw like a pick or something. So next time I get the ball back, I'm still down 21-10. 2-minute warning. I get the ball. He punt like 2-minute warning, and then he has to punt. I score 1 minute 20 left. He gets the ball. He throws for some reason. Interception, Luke Kuechly, 20-yard line. I start my next possession. I just run into the end zone. He ran stretch like 30 times that game. So I was like, I'm going to run stretch for my game-winning touchdown.
I am padding Tyreek Hill's stats to win MVP this year.
You know.
Yeah, we know. You got mad that Myles Sanders won MVP last year.
Matt Breida's number 1 right now. Tyreek Hill's number 2.
That's
and
the
then John Watson.
That's the only thing that Andrew does. It's annoying, too. When I was playing against Andrew, the only thing he did was run the ball the whole entire time.
You got smacked.
Yeah, I got smacked. It was
I kept
bad.
seeing score updates at the bottom of my screen, and I was like, what is wrong with this thing? Primetime 3, Andrew 28.
But the thing is, I haven't played before that, I haven't played Madden like in over a week, so I totally forgot what plays I run because I was playing Madden 21.
And aside, like this is not relevant to the Madden League. Ohio State up 21-14.
Let's go Bucks. Go Buckeyes, baby.
I have an update. I have a person who's updating me.
Yeah, we gotta keep
score along the. And then my New Year's resolution is to lose weight. Maybe lose 50 pounds by the end of the year. Maybe 100. But 50 pounds, that's the goal. But since we last recorded on Christmas Eve for Christmas Day podcast, but what's the best thing you got for Christmas?
Technically, I got the Xbox Series X for Christmas, but I also got this pair of shoes. Oh, hold up.
Fire.
Guts? I'm trying to think what I got for Christmas. We didn't really do too much for Christmas. I'm gonna get a new putter for my golf game. So they already told me that we're gonna get it. But I haven't gotten it yet. But I'm gonna get a new putter, which hopefully I won't 3-putt as much.
Okay. Yeah, but the best thing I got for Christmas, I'm not wearing it now, but a good old Von Miller jersey.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And also, I can say the second best thing is the LeBron Lakers jersey.
Oh my God.
And then the Drew Lock jersey for third. But that's.
I got that Penny Hardaway jersey, Manny.
Yeah, I like that jersey.
Yeah, no more jokes about Penny not having any Broncos jerseys as a Broncos fan. Got 2 right off the bat.
So, Laker fan, where's your Laker jersey?
That's a good question.
Sixers fan. Wilt jersey.
Thunder fan, LeBron jersey.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know.
Jersey.
I don't have a Lakers jersey.
This kid has a KD Warriors jersey, but not
It's
Lakers.
Curry, actually.
It's Curry? I thought it was. Oh, yeah, it's Curry. I forgot about that.
Yeah, then I also have a Ben Simmons jersey.
Ugh. Oh, Ben Simmons made a 3. I'm just gonna tell you that. Like Ben Simmons made a 3. You know,
That's
or,
how you know. That's how you know it was gonna be a good game.
This Sixers team, because I actually had to watch the whole game because I had the under. I had to watch the whole game. This Sixers team looks so much better, and they're chucking threes. It's like modern day basketball. I really like it. And Embiid for MVP.
Embiid. I remember I had that in my prediction for last year. I said for 2019 Embiid for MVP. Then you know what happened. But let's get to some real topics right now. Bowl games. We saw some bowl games up. One bowl game I like the most, Oklahoma State being ranked number. Well, what was Miami? Miami was ranked.
I think they were
ranked
good.
18th.
Yeah.
Ranked 18th.
What was your record to end the season?
We was ranked 21st before that game. So we
No,
beat
your record.
our record 7-3. Oh yeah, 7-3.
Okay.
Won 37-34 after having a huge lead. They had a big lead, Manny. That game did not look good at the end. It must not have. I didn't watch it, but I know ended. It was like 21-10 or something. They only won 37-34.
Undefeated Coastal falls in their bowl game. That was sad.
And also Cincinnati also falls in their game too, by a field goal.
They put up a good fight versus an SEC team in Georgia. That's really good.
SEC teams are like losing, or not looking good this bowl games. They lost to Oklahoma, almost lost to Cincinnati, or lost to Oklahoma State.
But they also won some big ones, like Oklahoma and Alabama destroyed Notre Dame. I think Cincinnati would have given Alabama a better game than Notre Dame did.
Same. And you saw Wisconsin dropping their bowl trophy.
Yeah.
The Mayo.
Prestigious bowl trophy in all of them, Duke's Mayo. From now on, they should literally just make it like the Mayo on top, like they ended up doing. But like make it glass. That would be cool.
I think it was glass.
No, it was glass, but like you know how they put the mayo thing on top at the end? Like make the mayo, like don't actually have a bottle of mayo on top.
Yeah. I think like it was like the glass was like the bottle of mayo, but glass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming that. But and then what else we have? We got Texas beating Colorado by a lot. Oh, wait, we were talking about Wisconsin. Some bowl games got canceled.
Northwestern beat Auburn. I didn't watch the game, but the only thing that I saw was that Northwestern's coach won Coach of the Year, which is fair enough. For Northwestern to be number 14 in the country and win a big bowl game, that's fine. And then Georgia came back and won today with 14-0 in the fourth quarter.
Just saying, Cincinnati still deserve to be in the playoffs.
I think they still deserve to be in the playoff.
But let's get into some NFL. Dwayne.
Because, wait. But Cincinnati could have won this game a lot of times. Like, if you actually watch the game, like, they had a lot of stupid things that they did with, like, for example, like the left tackle got the targeting call for no reason. They would have had, like, I think they had to end up – no, they must have scored a touchdown on that drive still. But, like, one of their really good left tackles gets – ejected from the game for a stupid targeting for no reason. And they were up, of course, by 10 points, and they just let Georgia get back into the game. So,
yeah. But one good thing about being in a bowl game against a team like Georgia, to get some more recruits coming in, get more get some more.
Actually, I was thinking this today. It actually kind of hurts that Cincinnati went undefeated. Because, like, if I'm a recruit going to Cincinnati, I could be like, okay, so we can have an undefeated season and still not make the playoff. Maybe in a regular year where they would have played more than 9 games, if they had gone, like, 14-0, they could have made, like, the playoff. But that's something that I have to think about as a recruit. Like, we can go undefeated and still not make the playoff.
Yeah, things like that can
Their
happen.
quarterback also looked really good. He's going to get drafted at some point. He'll be a good quarterback.
But Dwayne the Train got released from the Washington football team. What was it? Was it like the day of Christmas or day after Christmas? But you hear that? I can tell that he had a terrible Christmas. But thoughts about that? You think he's going somewhere else, or you think he's a bust?
What team wants Dwayne Haskins, though? I'm actually wondering.
Panthers say they're interested.
Yeah, I heard that also, but I don't.
Didn't they? Yeah, go on, Messi.
I don't know. I've never seen anything out of Dwayne Haskins that I would be like, yeah, I want this guy to lead my team.
He was a legend at Ohio State. He broke like a lot of the Ohio State records. He didn't win the big one, but but like, didn't the Panthers sign Teddy Bridgewater to a long-term deal with a lot of money? And they have PJ Walker, who's also not bad. Yeah. Why are you going to bring in a guy like Dwayne Haskins, who is being a clown off the field too, like with breaking the COVID-19 rules?
Because I thought when Dwayne Haskins this year he was going to have a good year because the coaches liked him, the players liked him. He got named as a captain, so it was looking good for him. And then got the week 1 win over the Eagles, looking good. And 3 straight losses after that. Benched him. Instead of acting like a good team, he starts acting up in practice, start acting up in outside of football. And then you see him with the COVID incident, took away his captain. A couple of days after that,
he gets in the game, plays really, really bad, and then they say you're just not worth it to have on our football team anymore. Yeah, I don't know what team would want him.
With a team with so many controversies, it doesn't help the Washington football team to keep Dwayne Haskins doing all this stuff off the field.
Look at how the football team are doing without, like, a real quarterback. I feel like they've had, like, 4 guys play this season. Alex Smith has been in and out. Dwayne Haskins started the season. Kyle Allen they had for a little while. And then they even had another guy play, like, a game recently. I don't even know his name.
Yeah. You think they're going to make the playoffs if they –
I hope so. I want the Eagles to lose. I actually want the Eagles to lose. Because with a loss, depending on other results, we could be as high as pick number 3 in the draft.
I don't know if the football team's gonna make it, because I really, sadly, like, I know what Getch just said about the draft. I think the Eagles are probably gonna win, which sucks because Jalen Hurts wants to play to win, not just because none of them had that mentality. We need to get.
I think all of them. Players just don't think like that.
So I think they're gonna play. They're gonna win, and then it's Cowboys versus Giants. I think the winner of that would win the division. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I think the Cowboys would most likely win that game too, which would be a shocker.
And then
I really think. Yeah. Cowboys. It's either Cowboys or football team. I don't see them making it.
Yeah, but Dwayne Haskins, I don't know what team else he can go to. Like, what team will try to? No, there's nothing to lose if you sign him. So, like you're not like the Sixers trading away Markel Fultz for Jonathan Simmons in a second rounder.
Do you think there's nothing to lose if you sign Dwayne Haskins?
Nothing to lose. Like, if he becomes good, he's good. If he comes bad, you can just waive him.
Yeah, I guess it's just about, like, is he a good locker room guy and stuff? Also, can he come in the game, like, if he's called upon and actually do something?
Yeah. Because you got other teams that are also looking for QBs, but you got other teams that there's QBs coming in free agency next year, like James Winston. And then you got people on the market like Carson Wentz.
These guys are so much better than
Dwayne Haskins. So I don't see him having an opportunity to get signed by a team, or if he gets signed by a team, he's probably not going to play.
I see him being, like, passed around like Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
I could see him that becoming him, because Josh Rosen is where now? I think he got picked up
by the 49ers.
Oh,
What do
no.
you mean practice squad? Okay. So like
I
you
feel
went,
bad. I feel bad for Josh Rosen because Josh Rosen never really got a chance. Never got a chance because he was on the Cardinals. They were just playing on the tank for Kyle Murray. Got on the Dolphins. They were just playing the tank. He never even played. They just put Ryan Fitzpatrick over him, playing the tank for Tua. So I feel like he never just got a chance. And then what his stats like, I can tell he would throw a lot of interceptions if his O line's that bad because the Cardinals O line is terrible.
yeah.
Yeah, and the Dolphins, I can assume that the Dolphins O line wasn't great that year too. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, and then the 49ers, we don't know about them, but if he gets a chance with the 49ers, that'd be nice.
Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks only get one chance.
Mm-hmm. And he was signed on the Buccaneers too, but they waived him. So,
Like, just think about the guy Ben DiNucci. Remember when he was a thing?
mm-hmm.
He got one chance in the NFL. He's probably never going to play ever again.
That 1 week. I mean, he was the third string. I don't see why he would ever be considered a starter anywhere unless.
Yeah, but if he goes out and wins that game, he could build a career off of it. Just like being a backup at places.
Like Travis Fulgham, he's
No.
fallen off the map after 2 good weeks, 3 good weeks. It's like the same thing though.
Yeah, but at least like you win that one game over the Eagles, and then for like the rest of your years trying to get deals, you could be like, I've done it before. I've won games in the NFL. But honestly, the only reason he was like in that situation is because like Mike McCarthy met him in an elevator or something. Also, funny thing, me and Yama were talking about this yesterday, the Mike McCarthy watermelon smashing, where they're 2-0.
Did you hear about that, Manny?
I didn't hear about that.
Mike McCarthy, he has this thing that a comedian used to do. He would smash watermelons with the people in the locker room, and DeMarcus, he brought in like 2 big watermelons, and DeMarcus Lawrence smashed the one with Dalvin Cook's like head on it or like his name on it, and he was like, give me the sledgehammer, and then he just went ham on it.
They wrote guys' names on it. Like, here's Dalvin Cook written on a watermelon, and DeMarcus Lawrence is like, that's me. And they're 2-0 when they do that. They should do it again this week.
Yeah. But, okay, so, yeah, but Dwayne Haskins is not going anywhere. But Juju's mom, you know how Juju started dancing? His mom got death threats when he started dancing. And, that's a little bit going too far. You guys thoughts about that?
Way too far. I saw something earlier on my friend's story. Apparently, he gave like a lot of a big portion of money to what was it? It was like I don't know. It was like kids' Christmas gifts somewhere, like kids in need Christmas gifts.
Probably like somewhere in Pittsburgh or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That his mom doesn't deserve to be getting death threats for him dancing.
Yeah,
dance.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve to be getting death threats for dancing.
Yeah. It's just for fun, like.
Yeah.
I know it's disrespectful, but it's just for fun.
It's like what T.O. did, though.
Mm-hmm.
Was he getting death threats?
No.
Exactly.
Well, I forgot what team. A team
T.O. was a real savage. T.O. did it in the game while they were all there, not just like before the game while just the kickers and punters are out warming up.
Yeah. T.O. is ballsy.
I know. I know Juju was trying to do it against the Cowboys during the game, but the Cowboys prevented it from doing it because the whole entire team is surrounding the star and it's told Juju to walk away. But I know a different team did dance on the logo during the game. I forgot what team it was, but I saw it on TikTok. They started celebrating on the logo.
It was definitely a really bad team.
I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, but I got looked up later. But speaking of the Steelers, Mason Rudolph is starting, and he's playing the Browns.
The story because he went to Oklahoma State.
Mason Rudolph versus Myles Garrett, Part 2.
Oh, I forgot about that storyline.
Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing is gonna happen.
You think if Myles Garrett gets a sack, he's not gonna show it off a little bit?
Oh no, he will. It'll be. He'll get up and he'll run to the end zone like when they get one interception off like a bad throw, and they all run to the end zone. They all just go.
You don't think Mason Rudolph's gonna have a big game?
No.
No.
So you think the Browns are gonna win this game?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a lock. That if you need a betting lock,
Yeah, but now the Browns are favorites.
everything you own on the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything you own.
Okay. So, last game of the regular season. I'm pretty sure it's Sunday. If not, it's Monday. But some players are old. Phil Rivers said himself, if they don't win, he's retiring because they won't be in the playoffs. So who else is retiring after Sunday?
Jason Peters. He should.
Jason Peters is going to play until they stop cutting the check. The Philadelphia Eagles, that's the only place he wants to play. They're too sentimental, I think.
Yeah, clearly.
Frank Gore.
Yeah, Frank Gore.
I saw a TikTok on this earlier.
I feel like he has 10 more years left in him.
Until he gets the all-time rushing record.
Can Brady?
I saw a TikTok.
Can Brady just retire already, please?
Nope.
Nice.
Brady just broke the Bucs franchise record in passing touchdowns in his first season there.
Yeah, the Bucs. The Bucs.
They haven't made the playoffs since 2007.
The record set by famous Jameis last year, I think.
Oh, 5,000 passing yards.
No,
touchdown.
touchdown.
Oh, touchdown. Oh, 30 touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know if he has them in yards.
30 for 30, Mr. 30 for 30.
I think Tom Brady probably just put up a season that's better than any Philip Rivers has probably had in his career. So
clearly,
yeah.
No. You think I saw this on TikTok? You think Deshaun Jackson's going to retire after this season?
I hope so.
I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to get one more.
Hopefully not here.
Jason Witten?
He's trash. Jason Witten's gone. Yeah, Jason Witten's going to retire.
He better.
Because he was so bad in the commentary booth that he came back to the NFL. Like, I really did not like seeing him on TV. On the other hand, Tony Romo is like one of my favorite broadcasters.
He's good. He is the best broadcaster. Best NFL broadcaster.
Yeah, him and Jim Nance. Jim Nance, obviously, already a legend.
Yeah, and then Drew Brees is definitely retiring after this season.
What is so crazy is how much knowledge Tony Romo shows on the broadcast for such an average quarterback.
So you think Drew Brees is retiring, or did he say it?
Well, I think he's going to retire.
I think he said one more season.
But he said that last year too.
He said to hang him up, especially.
He signed 1-year contract and say, "Oh, I'm going to give it one more season." If it wasn't for Drew Brees signing for one more year, Tom Brady would have went to the Saints.
That's a bad look. I don't know if he would have done that.
No, Tom Brady said himself.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
God.
Tom Brady said if Drew Brees didn't retire, if Drew Brees retired, he would have went to the Saints.
I wouldn't like that at all. I mean, it's the most talented team he could have gone to, but just doesn't seem right.
No, that's messed up.
But if Drew Brees does retire, they have the future of Taysom Hill. So
no, I don't think Drew Brees is going to retire because Tom Brady and Drew Brees are 1 and 2 in passing yards, and they can literally flip flop at any time.
Right.
Flip flop at any time. I think they're going to make that a competition, and then
who's going to retire first?
Yeah, exactly.
And passing touchdowns too.
When the first one retires, the other one's going to retire. They're going to retire the same season. Drew Brees is coming back.
Anybody else I'm missing? Or
probably a bunch.
Adrian Peterson. I forgot about him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they don't. The Lions don't need him.
Yeah, but that pretty much is. But let's get over to some basketball. Warriors are struggling. The replacements for Clay, Andrew Wiggins, and Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk missed his first 40 jump shots in the season. He didn't make a jump shot until he played the Bulls.
Kelly Olynyk?
Kelly Oubre Jr. Kelly Oubre Jr. I've been saying that all day long, getting the names mixed up. So Kelly Oubre Jr. missed his first 40 jump shots in his first couple of games as a Warrior.
I'm not surprised.
But Andrew Wiggins is struggling. Doesn't help most people's prediction of him being a breakout player.
Yeah, that's
I forgot who had him as a breakout player. think I probably did.
I think I did.
And someone had Kelly Ray Jr. too, so yeah. But you guys think this might be a sign the Warriors might not make the playoffs again, or you think they will overcome this?
I think they'll overcome it.
Gets.
Sorry, I just got a text. The topic was the Warriors' poor start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I predicted them to be second in the division, so obviously I have some faith in them. I think their starting lineup's good enough.
Second in the division when they got the Suns, Clippers, and Lakers.
In the conference,
Oh.
I said second in the conference. Division is even looking sketch.
Mhm.
I think they just lack depth. They definitely just lack depth because if you
Mhm.
look at the names on the bench, these guys are nobodies. Like when you have Brad Wanamaker playing 19 minutes a game and Michael Mulder playing 18 minutes a game, like who are these guys?
Okay.
And then one person I haven't heard in a while who was like considered as a rookie of the year candidate last year, Eric Pascal. Yeah, I haven't heard his name in a while. Is he even playing or is he injured?
Yeah, he's playing. I just looked at one of the games at least. He had 25 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, this year he's averaging
I have a score.
He averaged 9 points a game this year.
I have a score update. Ohio State up 28-14.
I saw that. I was gonna say it. Justin Fields is hurt though.
Really?
Yep.
No. Or take another year at college. I'll see you next year, Justin Fields, potentially.
But, Eric Pascal is struggling this year. A role player who was key last year, maybe just him getting a lot of minutes when Steph Curry was out, but not looking good for the role players on the team. And when they start a guy named Juwan Tasakanu Anderson, this guy only played 3 minutes in his whole entire college basketball career, so.
Yeah. But 4 games, 2-2, I think it's a little too early to overreact.
Yeah. But the 2 wins are over against the Pistons and the Bulls. And both game was at least 10 point close.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, Andrew Wiggins had a good game against the Pistons, but James Wiseman, rookie of the year so far, looking like.
I mean, not LaMelo Ball. That's for sure.
Well, LaMelo Ball did good last night. Well, not last night. Tuesday. Was it? Yeah, it was Tuesday. Pull up the score. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Justin Fields got hurt on a targeting.
Oh, my gosh.
LaMelo Ball dropped 22 points last night against a win over the Mavericks. Mavericks are 1-3. But speaking about struggling teams that we had high hopes for, especially me, the Wizards. The Wizards.
I did not have high hopes. I mean, I had bottom of the conference for the Wizards.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm saying
not bottom of the conference, bottom of the teams that make it into the playoffs.
I was saying that we were gonna make a 6 seed, upset the Sixers first round, but it's not looking like that at all.
I don't think I said them to make the playoffs.
0-5.
0-5, and you see Bradley Beal just fumble the ball in the air while going up for a layup. No one touched the ball. He just drops the ball in the air.
Oh, good news. They're up by 15. Looks like they could get their first one in the season today.
Really? The Wizards?
Yeah.
And then, one thing I like the most, Russell Westbrook, he's going on Instagram saying that, this is a bad start for us, but we need to get together and work on our problems. Like Russell Westbrook is being a team leader. Someone on the Rockets who's clearly not a team leader. I'm not saying any names, but
spend more time in the clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Westbrook is a born leader. I like him.
Yeah.
And
then
go for it. Go, my bad, man.
And I love seeing the whole entire views about Russell Westbrook flip when he was on the Thunder a couple last years on the Thunder, and when he was on the Rockets, how he keep on saying overrated. Now people are now saying he's overhated now. I'm saying the views of Russell Westbrook is switched now.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works.
Okay. I was saying the Jazz are up 12 on the Clippers, and I said this morning I said this morning the Jazz are gonna win.
Good looks.
Just wanted to put that out there. The underdog Jazz. I said was a lock.
That's a good look. You also said another game though. How's that one?
Warriors beat the Blazers tonight.
Wow. You had locks today, and I just didn't listen.
No, wait, no, that they're playing tonight. That's what my other lock. I'm saying. But Jazz was right. Or Jazz is looking good. Not
also, just for the NBA season right now, I don't want to get too much into like calling kids busts already after like 4 or 5 games. I don't think that's a good idea ever.
Yeah. Oh, who are you calling a bust?
Well, I was just looking through some Wizards box scores, and I saw Denny
Oh, yeah.
not doing too hot.
Well, he's not like the main ball handler, main scorer on the team anyway, so don't expect him. And I don't really expect any rookies this year to be doing good.
Yeah, they have a tough situation.
Yeah, not having a training camp, not having a summer league, not having that much games in preseasons too. So, only being with the team for a month and a half.
Yeah.
It's not
better chemistry.
Mm-hmm. But surprising players so far? You guys got any surprising players? I'll tell you mine later, but surprising players?
Haven't been really following the NBA this season so far. I got. Can I take a look real quick, actually?
Mm-hmm. Guts?
Surprising player. I mean, I've really just been watching the Sixers. I mean, those are the few of the. I don't really watch NBA regular season or keep up too close with the NBA regular season.
Hawks beat Brooklyn.
But those guys are expected to do well, at least here locally.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, Manny, who would you say? Go ahead.
I'll say Darius Garland. He's been doing
really... coming from the number 1 Darius Garland hater, the guy who already had him dead and buried as a bust.
Yes. And I was in, Austin. I was in the part where Austin was going on about how I was saying Darius Garland's a bust and how he's terrible and how the Sixers would never, not Sixers, the Cavs should never drafted him. And he's proven me wrong, averaging 19 points a game, 7.2 assists. And the Colin Sexton and Darius Garland duo is looking great for them because Colin Sexton, he's on my fantasy basketball team. No, doing nice for me. Colin Sexton's averaging. Look this up. Colin Sexton's averaging 25 points for me. Well, he's averaging 25 points in real life, but for fantasy, he's averaging like 30 for me.
Points per game.
All right. I got 3 guys now. I just looked.
25 points per game.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And the Cavs are 3-1. Their first loss was against the Knicks.
Which is like, why slip up to that team after starting.
Mm-hmm. But Julius Randle.
I was going to say him. That was my first. My first guy. Julius Randle this year is averaging 23 points, 10 boards, 7 assists. My second one, Jokic, 24.5 points, 11.5 boards, 13.5 assists on 63% shooting. Embiid also. Hate that he doesn't have endurance. 26.5 points, 12.3 boards, 2.5 assists, a steal almost, and 1.5 blocks.
Yeah, it's not always necessarily guys who are like from like bust level to like good. It's if like Joel Embiid can make the next step to being like an MVP candidate, that's also surprising.
Yeah. Well, going back to Darius Garland, I heard, I said this before the podcast. I heard a nice girl nickname for the duo. Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, Sexland.
Why?
Why?
I didn't say it. It was Larry Nance Jr. Larry Nance Jr. said it himself. That's the new nickname for the two duo.
Larry Nance Jr. is a weirdo now, in my books.
He was always a weirdo. Like, you could just see from, like, the way that he dunked, like, the big one hand up here. Looked like his dad who played in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. But
yeah, I don't know if that's going to catch on, by the way.
Christian Wood, averaging 25 points a game, 9 boards, 2.3 assists for the Rockets.
My word.
And then let me keep on scrolling through. John Morant took a huge step this year, averaging 26 points, 6.3 assists, 2.3 boards. Last year he averaged 17 points a game. So that shows how big of a step he came from a rookie to a superstar player in the NBA. And then Jeremy Grant, former Sixers, former Thunder, former Nuggets, averaging 22 points for the Pistons. Oh, that's just the Pistons just feeding him the ball, but averaging 22 points for the Pistons. That's another surprising player right now. And my favorite player to say on this list, Markelle Fultz.
This would have been better if we recorded before the Sixers.
Yeah. Before the Sixers game.
Simmons. Actually, you know what? It's fair enough. Ben Simmons was locking him up the whole game. He's a
Ben
class.
Simmons been a defensive beast. But all the Sixers games I watch, he's been doing great. Ben Simmons been doing great.
They showed him who the better point guard was in the draft. In the two drafts, I should say.
Yeah.
Who's the better of the two? Ben Simmons or Markelle Fultz? And who do we stick with? Ben Simmons. The better of the two.
But right now, Markelle Fultz is out before the Sixers game, he was averaging like 20 points, but now he's averaging 16 points. But
He sucks.
But he started off the season 15 points on the Heat, 21 on Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards, 26 on Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards, and then he started off slow and with the Thunder with 11 points and 10 assists. But that's a decent game. But then 9 points against the Sixers, not looking good.
Danny, that's not looking like $185.
Yeah.
It's gonna look like it soon. Trust the process.
He needs to kick it into a higher gear.
Yeah. He is shooting the ball, but he's not making the shots. That's the problem. But now he plays the Thunder next, so hopefully he has a good game against my boy Shea and Lou Dort. Lou Dort! Almost forgot about him. He's averaging.
Man, almost forgot about his player.
Almost forgot about Lou Dort. Lou Dort is currently averaging 16 points a game, 3 boards, 1 assist. I think one game let me check recent games. One game he dropped 26 on the Jazz in a 1-point loss. But the Thunder are currently 1-3 right now.
You gotta tank harder than that.
No, it doesn't matter. We have all the draft picks. We can win, we can lose. It doesn't matter because we're just going to trade for more.
The draft is literally going to look like our Madden League draft where, all
Andrew
picks are like a user.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just going to be the Thunder after the Thunder after the Thunder.
Oh, Thunder up on the clock. The Thunder up on the clock. The Thunder up on the clock. I'm just saying. And also, we do good. We do good on the draft. So, with players like Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, James Harden.
Yeah.
Problem is, we just got to keep them.
Those are some old glories, though. You know how long those drafts have been ago?
Yeah. Honestly, we haven't been doing good in drafts recent years, too. Because we got players we're taking like Darius Baisley. Too soon to say so, but Terrence Ferguson, for example.
Guy.
Terrence Ferguson on the Sixers. He's on the Sixers now. But I had so high hopes on him because he was like, oh, Paul George was hyping him up so much. He was like, oh, he's literally looking like the next me. And you can see Terrence Ferguson all in the Gary commercials with Paul George.
Yeah, those guys weren't even crazy high draft picks though, because you guys for a long time thought that you could still compete and you were kind of stuck in the middle.
Because we had the 21st draft pick, 20th draft pick.
Yeah, so in the NBA draft, once you get past the top few guys, then you really gotta find a diamond in the rough.
And then the Darius Baisley, I said this I said this myself and my mock draft. I said I wanted Brandon Clark, but they decided to trade that pick, which became Brandon Clark, for a pick lower, and then they drafted Darius Baisley out. He didn't go to a college. He was an intern for Under Armour. But it's too soon. Huh?
I think it was New Balance. It doesn't matter anyway, but that is just such a silly
Hmm.
way to spend your gap year between high school and
And we had a chance to take Brandon Clark.
yeah.
And I'm not sure about this new guy here. I can't pronounce his name, but Theo Mallon is looking. I feel like he's going to be doing good. He's going to do good for the Thunder in the future. But the new guy, don't like him.
You have some crazy TV package if you're able to watch the Oklahoma City Thunder night in, night out.
Well, summer league games are free for the week, so
Not summer league.
not summer league. Some NBA League Pass.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
Or
you're never gonna
teams.
see the Thunder on national television probably this year.
Mm-hmm. I'm just looking at box scores now for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sixers, bro.
G League is thinking about having a bubble. You guys thoughts about this?
That's fine. I don't really keep up with the G League anyway.
Well, I'm gonna try to keep up with the G League because remember they're having their.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about this special team.
Because the NBA G League Ignite, that's what they're doing. I'm not sure how it works, but. Well,
Yeah, but like, what is this about? You're just gonna have one stacked team versus all the rest.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. I don't know why they're doing that, but that was. I gotta look
Another
this.
option out of college. At least make it a good option.
Mm-hmm. Let me look this up real quick, but. So G League Ignite is a development basketball team affiliated with the NBA G League. They just play against G League. They're a team that play against G League teams.
Yeah, I know that.
That's
the same as all the other teams. Like they just go and win the G League championship.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, Brennan Ashley, Bobby Brown, Cody Dems, Jalen Green, Reggie Hearn, Amir Johnson.
Jalen Green was supposed to be a top draft pick.
Oh, okay, yeah. Amir Johnson, Jonathan, can't pronounce that last name, Deshaun Nix, Prince Pal Singh, Kai Sato, and Isaiah Todd.
Isaiah Todd and Jalen Green sound very familiar. I know Jalen Green's supposed to be like
yeah. So the team's looking like NBA vets, NBA free agents, NBA prospects, all in the same squad. So that's what basically they're doing right there. Because there is 6 NBA prospects on the team. So I'm pretty sure, and their coach is Brian Shaw. So I think they're just basically playing against our G League teams. Did he play yet? Let me check this out.
Well, if you're saying that they're planning to do a bubble, then they probably haven't played yet.
Oh yeah, they won. They lost to a different team.
They lost.
Yeah, they lost They lost, but Jonathan something dropped 22 points, and Jalen Green dropped 26.
Oh yeah, Jalen Green's good.
Mm-hmm. But Kate Cunningham's better. But let's get on to the next topic. Otto Porter Jr. My nice little conspiracy theories. Otto Porter Jr. related to Will Chamberlain. Your thoughts about this? Before I go into detail.
The resemblance is uncanny. If you could get like a side-by-side shot, that'd be helpful. The resemblance is uncanny. And
I need to hear more about this.
What'd you say, Micey?
I need to hear more about this to believe.
Yeah, you need some evidence like Will Chamberlain was in this town on this night. But look at that, dude.
Mm-hmm. You always can watch YouTube videos about this, but this is my basically details based off of those YouTube videos. I don't have the whole entire detail.
An old father. That's how what's the age difference?
Now we're thinking that there's another generation in between there.
Okay, so Will Chamberlain said himself that he slept with over 10,000 women across his whole entire life. One of those women got pregnant. Pregnant was either Otto Porter Jr.'s father or Otto Porter Jr.'s mother. His parents are both tall, so
No.
you can see the genetics.
Ohio State is up 35-14 going into half.
Yo.
Justin
Okay.
Fields,
5, they ran.
Justin Fields is in, but he's hurt bad. He's like limping around.
Oh, 20,000 women. So
Okay.
Will Chamberlain claimed that he slept with 20,000 women. One of those women can be the great grandmother of Otto Porter Jr. and we just don't know.
No, just the grandmother. Honestly, that's just the age gap that you need. Just the grandmother. Because what Will played like the same time as Bill Russell or something like that. Yeah. Maybe another generation in between there. Maybe great grandmother.
But I'm just saying, they can be a really good doppelganger, or they can be related. Here's like another side-by-side comparison too. But you guys think Will Chamberlain and Otto Porter Jr. can be related?
We just have to see somewhere along the Otto Porter lineage if there's like one of his parents or one of his parents' doesn't know, like, or it has like came from like a single mother or something.
Yeah.
Where Will Chamberlain could have stepped in.
Yeah. But next thing, this topic can get a lot of hate. I spelled underrated wrong.
2 hours. I saw a TikTok of a lady that said the WNBA, the champions that came out of the bubble in the WNBA could have beaten half the teams in the NBA bubble. Like, that's just delusional. We can talk about if the WNBA is underrated, but just admit that they would get smoked by any, like a D1 college basketball team, not even the big ones you're thinking about, like middle of the pack. I wonder what they could beat. Maybe, yeah, probably.
I feel like they can beat a college team, but not an NBA team.
A D1, but not like a D1 that makes it into the tournament.
Yeah, not like a team like Kentucky and Duke and something like that.
If they could beat Duke, I don't know.
Like, we gotta have a scrimmage. We gotta have a scrimmage like that.
I remember when they had the Duke Big Three, and they were saying, could Duke beat Cleveland?
Remember when they had the Kentucky team with Carl Towns, Tyus Jones? No, it wasn't Tyus Jones.
Yeah.
Carl Towns,
Devin Booker.
Who else?
Power forward. What's his name?
Timberwolves
played for the Timberwolves for a while.
Totally forgot his name. But I know Devin Booker and Devin Booker and Carl Towns was on the same team. There was like 4 other good players on the team. There was like 6 good players on the Kentucky team, and there was like, oh, can this team beat the Charlotte Hornets?
And they lost to big Jahlil Okafor in the championship. No, or did they lose to Frank the Tank in the round of 4?
I'm pretty sure it was Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah,
and that's how Jahlil Okafor went. His stats, hits projected went up too. So then Sixers took him. But let's go back to this. The WNBA is the WNBA underrated?
Just one thing real quick. When people were saying stuff like, could this Kentucky team beat like this bad NBA team? The thing is that Kentucky team had like 4 NBA players. The NBA team has 13 NBA players. So it's just a different level. Especially like the Duke team. The Duke team had 3 NBA players. The NBA team is full of NBA players that were all the best guys at their college probably.
Yeah, they have 4, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
But is WNBA underrated? So a lot of people saying that the WNBA is, a lot of people on TikTok and Twitter saying WNBA is underrated, how WNBA should get more money. Comparison like this. Solomon Hill's salary versus the entire WNBA salary right there. Solomon Hill's getting paid $13 million. This was 2019, so Solomon Hill getting paid $13 million. Entire WNBA is getting paid $11 million. And a lot of people are getting mad about that. But if you look at the revenue, the NBA is pulling in $8.3 billion. WNBA is only getting pulled in 60 million. 60
Yeah.
million is literally Steph Curry owns more money than the WNBA.
Yeah. I think the NBA actually pays to keep the WNBA
Yeah,
alive.
yeah, that's what I was about to talk about.
Yeah.
This is so the NBA literally financially supports the WNBA. The WNBA is not able to support itself. During the mid 2000s, the NBA spent more than $10 million per year to keep the WNBA financially solvent. And in 2007, teams were estimated to be losing 1.5 million to 2 million a year. The league has begun to do financially better in recent years. In December 2010, someone said that the league had its first ever cash flow positive team, the Connecticut Suns, for 2010, and eventually teams started becoming more positive. Right now, in 2013, 6 of the 12 teams currently at that time are now positive, while there's other 6 more teams. I'm not sure about now, but it's just showing that the NBA has to support the WNBA. And people are wondering, like, oh, why can't the WNBA just pull in more money? Oh yeah, this is another proof of it too. But why the WNBA can't support more money? Well, let me show you some game plan play from it. If this likes to load, okay, some gameplay.
Yeah, I'll just say something while this is running. Like, they just don't get as many viewers, because like if you're gonna watch basketball, you're gonna want to watch the best. I do have respect for women's basketball though, because it's a lot more about fundamentals. But this clip is not highlighting that very well. It does happen sometimes.
Yeah, this also happens in the NBA, but not as much. Like
Yeah,
if you're tuning in to see some basketball,
you like that right there.
and especially when the WNBA season was going on, the NBA season was also going on. So they can't really get views during this year because like people would watch the NBA in the bubble and the WNBA in the bubble.
Yeah, usually they're offset, right?
Yeah, one like the WNBA plays in the summertime, NBA plays winter.
I think the good thing
Springtime.
for them is to keep franchises in places that don't have NBA teams already,
Yeah.
like Seattle. So that's why I don't think the NBA should put a franchise there.
What am I watching right now? Sorry, but the last time I saw someone hit a backboard, like the side of a backboard, besides playoff P, like I can tell you the last
Like
time.
me at the YMCA.
Yeah. But yeah. So if you're tuning into a game, you probably don't want to see that happening.
I like how it says extreme WNBA game recap. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the next slide. And then when you got WNBA players doing this, for example, Andre Iguodala came out saying, watching the WNBA game, number 23 from the Mystics is nice. And then Ariel Powers, who was number 23, said, put some respect on my name or keep this tweet to yourself. And then she goes on later saying, we deal with disrespect on the daily. So for someone like you, Andre, to tweet that off the same device you could have look me up is unacceptable. Mind you, the commentator said my name would have been the same if I was a guy and look at the pic. I didn't forget it. I said what I said. And then
That's very lazy from Iguodala to not look that up.
it's not looking good, but you can also say the same thing when Jamal Adams said this about former Oklahoma player, saying to Cam Murray, number 9. I like how you play football. Talking about Oklahoma, Cam Murray, who's now in the Chargers, and Cam Murray just goes out. Appreciate, bro. You can say the same thing about Cam Murray and Jamal Adams, but when Andre Iguodala said the same things about a WNBA player, see how double standards goes into place.
Yeah, I think the thing is that like Jamal Adams is like an all-pro and he's talking to a college kid. So like the college kid is obviously seen as like a step below, whereas like the NBA and WNBA are supposed to be like on equal playing field. Just
but it's
Different
not.
between the two genders.
But then she goes on liking a post from TMZ that's false, saying that this false report saying that NBA star Andre Iguodala said, "I don't want my daughter playing basketball and becoming a lesbian," which is false because this is his wife. His wife, who is divorced now, wants child support and doesn't want her daughter to play in the WNBA, and because she's a genius and she has a 151 IQ and also reading Harry Potter books. So liking a false report like that doesn't really help Adria Palace, but you guys said that, NBA and WNBA are supposed to be on the same level. But then you also got the famous clip.
Jokes. This was jokes. I remember that.
Can you guys hear this? Oh, wait. Can you guys hear this?
It's also a little delusional.
Yeah.
Like the confidence beat G, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It's not a walk in the park over here.
She says you'd be no better than the third best post player on the men's team.
That's generous.
That's the fuel this. I mean, I'm better, but and I know that kind of gets at him, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, little man.
But I would like to see that. I would pay to see
Oh
that.
man, you're shorter than him.
Front row, though. I got to be front row.
My money's on BG.
I got cuz on that one. There's no referee. I'm going to go
This is Brittany Griner's head coach, by the way.
to the 18th,
Yeah.
and I'm going to sell my house, and I'm going to put all my money on DeMarcus Cousins.
He did clarify with no ref.
Uh-huh.
But she weighs 205 pounds apparently, and DeMarcus Cousins was nice and said she would be the third best player in the post on the men's team.
Uh-huh.
At 205 pounds, you're gonna get bullied down there. It's just, it's not the same. And like,
I'm glad she's
But,
confident in her ability.
Brittany Griner's good at what she does, on the women's side.
Yeah. And then you got another example of the WNBA disrespecting NBA players. You got when Dallas Mavericks former Rookie of the Year, Luka Doncic was holding up also Rookie of the Year player, can't pronounce that last name, but number 24, the Dallas Wings. And then you got recognized rookie, but you got a WNBA Twitter page saying, says a guy who hasn't been to a WNBA game all season, but got sent a jersey and recorded a script video, which is probably true, but you didn't really have to say it.
Yeah, you didn't really have to say that.
Yeah. He is out there trying to support also a Dallas basketball player, but
Mm-hmm.
and then you got this happens on the jump on ESPN.
I got a question, and this is not a shot at women in basketball.
Well, good.
Can you guys hear this?
Yeah, I'm hearing it. I'm listening. Just
Okay.
quiet.
I got a question, and this is not a shot at women in basketball.
Well, good, because you're going to be in
I had this talk. I think me and Rebecca Lobo had this talk during the Hall of Fame, and I was talking about doing something that gets, not your average fans, people that don't watch WNBA basketball. What can we do to get those fans to tune in? And I was like, why can't we lower the goal to at least 9.5 feet? Because I think for somebody that don't watch WNBA basketball, to have women dunking on other women would definitely bring more excitement to that game and have, those guys that don't watch WNBA basketball tune in, and you get more fans that way. What do you think about that?
I mean, my thought on it is, I've been playing basketball on a 10-foot hoop my whole life. So to move it to 9.5, it's going to take a long time to get used to that. And then also, we're only playing basketball to dunk. I'm not sure.
No, you playing.
You just want to see me dunk on somebody? I don't know.
The skill level is off the charts in women's basketball.
Right.
But I think as far as bringing the entertainment,
Yeah, I understand that for sure.
that element, I think, you gain more fans.
By the way, Brian's adapting the T-Mac sipping tea from the other day. He's just sitting there.
So here's another video of Tracy McGrady saying that, giving out a suggestion, not trying to put on disrespect in WNBA players about them not dunking. Only 13 players ever in the WNBA to dunk, but giving disrespect, not saying disrespect, saying, oh, maybe the Lord or Rims. Then Brenna Stewart made a great point about how they've been playing on a 10-foot rim their whole entire life. But then brought on saying, making it more hostile, saying that, oh, you're only watching basketball to see a dunk. You only don't have to. Well, and he was just saying how people who never saw basketball probably wants to see someone dunk, and not just see layups or miss layups and miss mid-range and miss three-pointers. You guys thoughts about that one?
I don't know if that would work because, like I said, like the WNBA, like just game is just a lot more about fundamentals in a way, and like the men's game is a lot more about athleticism. I feel like so.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, it's a different game once you put it at 9.5.
Yeah. So, and then you got.
I'm elite once you put my backyard hoop down to 7.5. Then I'm elite.
But then you got people are assuming that WNBA players are assuming that they don't get enough views because men's aren't watching the game. But you see right here, men are watching WNBA games more than females. So it might not be the guy's fault. It might be just the girl's fault who's just not watching. And then that shows the reason why the WNBA should bring in more viewership from reaching out to younger females across the world to get them more interested in the game, because most female basketball players don't even go in the WNBA after college. They just go overseas and get more money. That most WNBA players even do. So if you attract more viewerships or attract more fans from the younger audience, instead of bashing all the other leagues and stuff, because I'm pretty sure when the NBA started out, they weren't a big league getting financed by another league. They had to start out from the bottom, and then they try to track viewership from overseas, from young players, from college players, and that's how the NBA is at where they're at. I'm saying the WNBA need to bring in more fans from overseas and from younger players too, become a successful league like the NBA, bring in more revenue. And if the WNBA can get a player that can be the face of the league, like the NBA had a Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, then a Michael Jordan, and then a Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal, and then you got LeBron James, and now maybe Giannis. Let's see what they can do. You guys got what the WNBA should do to bring in more views?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, sports in general is watched a lot more by just men in general. So I think every sport could do some work in attracting female viewers, and all viewership would go up. But specifically for the WNBA, that could be a good way to get viewers. And basketball in general is becoming one of those like super global games. Like you see soccer all over the place, and you see basketball now second being all over the place because it's so easy to set up and play.
Yeah.
Because all you need is the ball and the hoop. Just like soccer, you need the ball and the goal. So you can play those two sports in any country.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying it's got a way to get a league to grow is get kids and teenagers and younger audience to tune in and watch the games, or encourage them to watch or play basketball.
Exactly. You gotta get the younger people.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they get or something catches their attention, they just carry on.
And like another good example, the ABA. There used to be like ABA, American Basketball League, and they folded in 1976. Well, they combined with the NBA. Only reason why they made that league, to get the NBA attention, steal some fans from them, and which eventually those teams became the NBA. You had teams like the Spurs, Pacers, Nets. But the ABA, this is what the ABA did. They brought in the All-Star game, brought in the three-point line. They also brought in the dunk contest, the three-point contest. So that's a good way to bring in fans. Maybe do things that the NBA don't do. Like, do a different, because the WNBA already did. Like, they brought in sponsorship jerseys where they have sponsors on the jersey. Now the NBA is doing it now. And then you see how the WNBA has a different type of basketball where it's more colorful and more attractive to look at than the NBA basketball, in my opinion. It's bringing things like that to attract more fans. That's where you can bring in more fans for the WNBA. And the WNBA tried to do that too. They tried mixing around their playoff formation. Instead of doing East versus West, they do best 16 teams. And one seed versus go 16. So you can have the two best teams in the league go against each other in the finals. To try to do something different like that. So you guys think there's any rule besides lowering the rim, because everybody's saying lowering the rim, but that's not going to work.
No, that's not a good idea. Yeah, it's all about how you reach out to people. Like, I'm sure they know who they have to reach out to, young and female audiences, but and globally. But it's just about how you do it without becoming too gimmicky. Like, you don't want to become like a gimmick. That would be like lowering the rim. That's a gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
But there gotta be some minds a lot smarter than us that have to think about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think of. I was gonna say the same thing. You got to think of the right way to do it and get it out to the younger females that you want to attract to the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like small things like change up the game a little bit. Like maybe have a what's it
I don't
called?
know.
Like huh?
I was gonna say like 4-point line, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Just things
Or maybe having for the All-Star weekend 1v1 competition. You can have something like that to bring in the fans, or a 3v3 competition like that, and that eventually pressures the NBA to do it too.
those things that you said about the ABA,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy because I wasn't even thinking about that. Those are kind of just things that you take for granted in the modern NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you forget that there was like that these things weren't always around.
Yeah, because the
And
ABA was
the NBA came up with it, but a rivaling league.
yeah, and the only reason why they made that league so the NBA can have them, so those owners can have their teams in the NBA. That's the only reason why they made the league. Only 2 teams from that ABA franchise didn't join the NBA because like the league didn't want them. And that was like teams like in smaller states and stuff, so small cities and stuff. So they don't really want those teams. But you got teams like the Pacers, Spurs, Nets, pretty sure Suns. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. What I have for today's score update.
35-14 at half. Ohio State, 35-14 at half. But Justin Fields is hurt. And Ohio State gets ball, actually.
Oh, they can just play. They can maybe start in fourth quarter. They might can start playing some true clock and win the game. True clock. But I know someone in my league. He choose the clock the whole entire game, first half and second half.
Sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped doing that, by the way. Once people figured out how to stop my run, or else I could just always run.
Dive up the middle, get
you give me
3 yards.
Yeah, you give me 3 times running that, I'm getting on first down, and I'm slowly progressing up the field.
Mm-hmm. But that's pretty much what we have for this podcast. Guys, got anything else?
I got nothing.
Guess gotta get a Lakers jersey, but that's all we have today for the first podcast in 2021. If you guys watching on YouTube, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Spotify, follow, and listen to us. Tired. Apple Podcasts, 5 stars, subscribe. Where else? Yeah. TikTok, follow us on TikTok. Don't Test the Pod. Instagram when we actually set it up. And I'm pretty much this. You guys got anything else? I already said that, but you guys got nothing else. And then we'll see you guys later for the next podcast.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me. Still with the dogs that I grew beside. All the niggas run.